I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, rapture can become your city as well.
What is good, spectacular people? This is SFC Spectacular, back on the mic to rock your body right, and I appreciate you for joining me tonight. This video, as you probably can tell by the title, is about Dave Chappelle and his recent comedy show, and I thought it was fitting to use the BioShock footage you just saw, as it talks about freedom from petty morality and structure and bullcrap to create what you want to create. But with that being said, let's move on to the main topic, which is I saw the show after I actually saw reviews or videos on YouTube about it. So I'm kind of ass backwards. I heard the show was good and I heard people getting butthurt. So I said, let me go check them out. I found some time, watched the show. I love Dave Chappelle. There's not a bad show to me that Dave Chappelle has done. And I think by his own admittance, he said he's never been booed off stage or never bombed. So that's great, right? But we won't talk about Dave Chappelle history, more so to focus on his recent special, but to a greater degree, the reactions of butthurt people. I have been putting out offensive comedy on Instagram and Facebook for a long time. So I really understand, to me, the freedom of speech and the things that go with it. Now, I will say this, with comedy, there is an inherent responsibility to do it not only funny, but also in a maybe meaningful way. Do all comedians follow this path? No. But I like to think when I do some comedy, I'm not a comedian, but when I do it, I put some thought into it. Maybe I have to explain it to people later because they didn't catch it, but it's only a few people. Most people catch it. Anyway, moving on. The Dave Chappelle's comedy routine, I think the most part people got butthurt over was maybe the transsexual, gay, LB, element peel. I even said in one of my videos, I called them I didn't call them the QRST people. I called them I forgot what I called them, the XYZ, and I forgot the T. In this video on Facebook. Anyway, regardless, that's probably the most butthurt people. Women slightly, but I think they let that go. If you go to Rotten Tomatoes, if you even trust those messed up sites, you will see that his rating has gone up from, I think, probably 0 to like maybe 20. I forget what it is, but everybody in the audience pretty much that rated it pretty much loved it. So what is the disconnect here? I also want to talk about, side note, I want to talk about this in one of my upcoming shows, probably tonight or something on Twitch. Tune in to me on Twitch at 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Eastern Standard Time. Shameless plug. Anyway, back to Dave's spot on the transsexuals and the women. If you think about it, transsexuals, gays, all have women tendencies. So why wouldn't they be offended, right? I'm not trying to take off anybody, but most men probably weren't offended. There's probably a handful of men who were like, oh my God, because they just they're just soft. What's the word people call from? Some people call them anginas. I don't like that word. They're just soft and women-like. So that's probably why they're upset. Moving on. I don't think Dave did anything bad. In my personal opinion, he did nothing bad. And most people say the same thing. He's always been the same Dave Chappelle since he started his comedy way back, Def Comedy Jam, even before then when he was just working in the smaller circuits in Cali. Just the same guy. Same guy to me. I don't know. He's just been telling jokes, raunchy. To me, it's hard to get offended by something. When you say, ooh, and you start laughing, you kind of feel where it went. You know, if it's a stinger or offensive to some people. But you get the joke and you move on, right? You continue. What I really want to point out here is Dave Chappelle came out and did what needed to be done by cowards in the industry. Most people will take the easy way route and pander to the audience and make jokes about Trump and this and that. No. Dave has always been Dave. Just like he didn't take that money and he went to wherever. I don't know the whole story about the Africa deal, but he didn't take that money. He's a man of principle, seems like, you know? So why would he not come to the stage and still tell the truth? If you are butthurt by the things that people say on the internet, TV shows, video games, and all that stuff, maybe it's you. The problems in this world that exist now in 2019 in America, I would say, didn't exist 40 years ago. And my personal opinion, I gave an opinion on my Facebook, you can go follow me there. It's single mothers, single parenthood, single mothers, broken family homes. Most people have anxiety. They'll tell you they can't sleep, insomnia, all this stuff is going on, but it derives from your broken home. And you don't blame your mom or anybody else. That's why you're offended. I mean, shoot, it seems like for a while there, being offended earned you some type of fake award. You know, as the quartering says, Twitter clout. You want all this online clout, you know, but you do nothing for it but cry and blame other people. And if that is you and you're listening to this, you're listening to this, I got 2 words for you. Fuck you. And those are the only cuss words I will leave in this video, but they're just for you if you're offended, all right? Hey, I'm gonna get out of here. If you saw Dave Chappelle's show and you liked it, drop a comment below. If you didn't like it, drop a comment below. I am going to focus back on my streaming. You can catch me on maybe 3 platforms soon. Facebook, Twitch, and I'm going to be trying out Mixer soon. All right. If you guys got anything, any suggestions, any comments, anything, leave them down in the box below. I will catch you next time. And until then, if you can't be good at it. I'll talk to you later. Peace. What's good, spectacular soldiers? If you're still bored, check out these videos listed below. Still not enough for you? Check me out on my other YouTube channel, SFC Spectacular.